Welcome, G3 investors. We're going to take a look at the week ended August 5th. Stocks started to stall in choppy trading for the week ended August 5th, 2022. Tech stocks, as we can see here by the NASDAQ Composite Index, ruled the market again this week, and the NASDAQ ended up gaining 2% for the week. The Russell, which we don't trade, but we do trade the IWF, was up 1.9%, so it did good as well. The S&P 500, on the other hand, kind of stalled. It was only up. Actually, it was up 0.4%, but you can see this sideways movement here. And the Dow. Let's see, DIA. Whoops. Stalled as well, along with the New York Stock Exchange. All this was in spite of the U.S. adding 528,000 jobs in the month of July, as reported on the unemployment report on Friday. Also, the unemployment rate dropped to 3.5% from 3.7% or 6% the prior month, I think it was. And average hourly earnings gained 0.5%, so up versus 0.3% expected. So the only negative, I guess, was the labor force participation rate dropped to 62.1% from 62.2. But the most amazing thing is you can see here the NASDAQ dropped on Friday, and so did the S&P 500. So as right after that report was announced, the futures turned negative, and we ended up closing. A couple of indexes closed up, but for the most part, the market was down a little bit on Friday. Now, all the ETFs we follow, it's only 21 that we trade. 11 of them I consider having a strong move off their June bottom, and the other 10 are either sideways or they're stalling, and that's why I say we're in a bit of a market stall, it appears to me, or we're headed that way. And you can see this sideways wind here of the S&P 500. So what's getting stronger? Well, technology ruled the markets, so let's take a look at the technology sector, and you can see it had a nice strong move, real strong move off this bottom, a little sideways movement, and almost straight up. Consumer discretionary, also a nice move. The industrials sector, another nice move. We've already looked at the SPY. What about the Russell? Well, here's the Russell 1000, which we trade, and it's made a nice move as well. And last but not least, the transportation index, which for our trading purposes, it's IYT, and that's a nice strong move there on that. The biggest surprise, I guess, is the financials are kind of stalling. It's a little, just not much of a move off this bottom. And the previously strong sector of energy seems to be retreating. There's oil and gas, and if we look at UNG, which is natural gas, it's pulled back a little bit. It's still strong, but it's pulled back from its recent move up. And then retail sales, not moving too good. So before I go this week, let's take a look at the how we have done. You can see here that, sign up, become a G3 patron, or you can follow me on my YouTube channel, highlighted there in the green and the yellow. But we've done 97.5% year to date. So we are really kicking the market's ass, if you will, beating our benchmarks by 110% for the S&P 500 and 116.6% for the NASDAQ. Before we go, I always like to take a look at the heat map. This is a 1 week heat map of the S&P 500, and you can see where the tech stocks moved around. Their P&G, Procter & Gamble, must have reported earnings. They did. And then credit services. And then there's the oil and gas sector getting weaker. And healthcare didn't do too well. And that's it for this week's video. This is Greg Gallagher wishing you good trading and good luck.